All right, y'all, check this out. Check it out. Those random streams y'all be waiting on. Look, I need me a soda. I don't drink no more. I don't drink alcohol no more. So look, I need me a soda. Here's the soda right here, y'all. Here's the soda. Now let me kick it with y'all. So y'all remember like probably like a day or two ago, like 3 days ago, like damn near a week ago, I had posted this video talking about I had fixed this truck up and did all these replacements to it and stuff like that. Y'all remember that, right? Cool, because I gotta make another video. So look, here's another alternator. I had to go get another matter of fact, this is my third alternator in a week from O'Reilly's. Let me tell y'all something, right? Get warranties on everything that you buy. If they talking about you gotta send it and mail it somewhere, don't purchase it at all. So look, now let me tell you something how bad it is when you gotta depend on people. Now I didn't already decided like as a small collector for myself that I have mental health issues. I have to take breaks because I know I have mental health issues. But today I just got triggered so bad to where I realized that for myself that I had mental health issues. I had to stop drinking. I got around somebody the other day. We smoked some weed, and I told him like, when I smoke weed, it don't calm me down and more just make me more pumped up and be on go type shit. So I kind of got to narrow that down, kind of stop that. So then my thing now is like silence. I like for quietness. Like I like for my room, wherever I'm at, I want it to be quiet until I make noise, until I turn the TV on. I don't want to have random conversations like right now. Me and my wife, no, we are not together. So right now, like at this point, it's hurting me to sit here with her because I have to sit here with her, and it's hurting her because she has to sit here with me. Now it's getting to the point now, it's not hurting me because I want to be with her. It's hurting me because I'm prolonging what the fuck is going on. And it makes it seem like she has hope that this shit's going to just work itself out. You know what I'm saying? And like we've been together so long, so it's like, why the fuck did we not fix this already? It's like 15 years in, you almost got an adult as a child now. So now, as I'm like getting over that, and I'm trying to like be cordial and friendly with her, and still trying to be a human being with her, and have respect for her type shit. Now you got the outside worldly shit, right? Nah, I got this job that I just don't like. I say this all the time, and I'm not lazy. I don't have a mindset to where I want to sit down on my ass and collect welfare checks and nothing like that. Like I'm not one of them type of people. Now I got to the point where I'm doing YouTube. Cool. Now I'm sitting here trying to make the passive money from views, or you know what I mean, if I get sponsored by somebody, or at least make enough money where I can invest my money into some type of something to where I can trickle down on me later. You know what I'm talking about? So now I invested time into learn how to work on cars, tattooing, business owner. I'm trying to get my own business running, but I'm taking time out for somebody else's business. They business is shit. You hear me? Like it's going downhill, but I feel like I'm the person in front of the wheel or the rock that's rolling over, and I'm trying to hold it with a group of people. That wears on a person mentally. People don't get that when they tend to care about their job more than their home stuff, or they're not getting their own stuff ready, or prepping themselves mentally and then doing something for themselves. That's what happens. You tend to lose focus of what's going on at home or with yourself. Let me let y'all in on something, right? So this is the thing, right? Now I know what my limitations is with people. Let me break it down for y'all. Now I get on here to vent or to talk to people or see what other people think, get input some days, somewhat for guidance purposes for myself without being an ass or something like that. Or, you know, you see these other stars, they go through stuff and they catch cases, hurt themselves or whatever the case is. I'm looking at it like I'm not that down and out to where I'm about to either hurt myself, hurt this motherfucker over here. We just on the inside hurting type thing. You know what I'm talking about? So I could put a smile on my face because I know we're not at each other's necks to where somebody's gonna get hurt over here. Cool. Now once I leave here, I go into the world where there's other women at, right? The first thing, and I know this is about women, y'all is too interested in the person that's at home, or you thinking about somebody being at home with that person. So y'all put a barrier up for men and act weird with the barrier. You know what I mean? Like, it's women I've been around and they act like because they know that I'm going through something, it's like, oh, you just gonna go back over there and be with her anyways. I'm not gonna fuck with you. In reality, it's hurting me because it's like, bitch, what you paying me attention for? Like, why is you going out your way to act like I'm good with you? But then later, once I say something about, oh, the lady at home just called me, I got to text her, or my child needs something, or I got to go take my woman somewhere, it's like, oh, yeah, y'all together still. That's that. So do I got to publicly disrespect her? And by winning together, I want to fuck somebody else? I'm not about to do that. That's ignorant as hell. So for the women that like men to do that or want them to prove a point, like, nigga, I'm not about to go out my way to make somebody at my house feel some type of way because you feel like you need validation. That's really what I feel like it is. Like, you need that further validation. Like, the shit's already fucked up. I'm not gonna keep beating on that shit with a stick but like, let me drag this girl through the mud because you unhappy or somebody else is unhappy, or one of these motherfuckers unhappy about some shit that's going on with me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not about to do that to her. But personally, I could be a adult and be like, this is where I'm at with it. Now, cool. Now we got my family members that get in on it, right? Now, through all of this right here, me knowing that I have mental issues or mental health issues and I don't tend well with bullshit, and like, it's like, now I'd rather a person give me their honest opinion instead of them fucking around and playing around the bush with me, because in reality, that shit make me dangerous as hell, because it's like, okay, so now I literally growed up with this lady over here and we know we both fucked up. Why would I sit here and continue making it worse and then have to voice it to motherfuckers? Like, I have to, oh, in order for me to be all right with this girl over here, or be all right with my friends, my family, I keep telling her or telling them, and we gotta figure something out about what's going on here. We'd already figured out what's going on here. Now, for the outside motherfucker, I had to go get my alternator changed out, right? This is what my mama do. This is my own mother. And like I said, this is what made me mad about the whole situation getting in the car. This is the part of the story my wife was waiting on. So we get in the car, we get to kicking it. She was like, yeah, so what's going on? I was like, man, my motherfucking alternator ain't started on my truck. I just put this shit in like on the 11th or something. You hear me? I'm like, man, I need to go ahead and take this in here and get this taken care of. She like, so, like, basically, like, how do I say it? Basically, it was like, oh, yeah, I thought everything was all right because I thought you and your wife, I thought y'all slept together or something last night. Reason why you ain't want to call and talk to me on the phone, or you ain't pick the phone up for me. I'm sitting up here like, that's some shit that another bitch say or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's what, that's for the other bitch. Like, if, you know what I mean? Like, mentally as an adult, we know I've been in a situation where you stuck somewhere and then you have somebody else talking about, oh, you still messing with them over there. That's that. Why the fuck is that even important to you type thing? You know what I mean? Like, why did that even cross your mind? I was messing with this person, reason why I'm contacting you. So then I'm thinking in my head now, like, damn, so is that what women think when you don't, when you say you done with this person over here and you try to be over here? They mindset is, oh, I'm just get to acting funny because I think you still got access to this person over here. It's not the fact that I got access to this person over here. It's the fact that I'm not going to sit here and just be bogus, move out, or then tell her be fighting in here talking about you gotta get out or I gotta get out or else. Because in reality, that's how cases get caught. Got a whole child together. So I want I want any woman. I don't give a fuck what woman see it. And I'm gonna post this everywhere that I got social media at. I don't give a fuck what woman you is. if I've been here for this woman for 15 years and have a child that's almost 15, 16 years old, I'm sorry, but I'm still going to be functioning with my child's mother. Like, even though we're not together, I'm still going to have to communicate with her. So I don't give a fuck how mad somebody gets, and she right here with me listening to me. You know what I mean? So it's like, at the end of the day, it's not some secretive shit that I'm doing and she don't know that I'm saying this. So it's like you need to understand, like, for the men that's going through something with a woman and you trying to move on, or y'all gotta cut ties, don't sit here and get around people that's valuing that they got the idea if you got access to this person. Because once they gotta value he can access this motherfucker more than using common sense and saying, oh, well, he's saying what he's saying, he gotta be telling the truth type shit. Like, he gotta be, you know what I'm talking about? Like, in reality, I know I probably been fucked up a million times and shit like that. I've thought about this. I done fucked up a lot. But then for it to get to the point where now I feel mentally like I'm gonna get in trouble because of somebody's making decisions or they doing or moving weird, I got good patience and stuff like that. And I feel like at this point, my what is it called? Impulse control is kind of working for me. Like, I got impulse control where I ain't going trying to figure out where she is and trying to act like we still together and doing all those shit. Like, that's where I'm at with it. I mentally could sit here and sit down and be like, I already know what's going on. I ain't about to sit here and trip out and go off the deep end. But it's like, for you, like, it just made me, it made me think, like, because I didn't pick my phone up at a certain time for somebody. It was no emergency. You just decided that you needed to call and not really disturb my household, but you figured that you should be able to have access because me and my wife ain't together. Like, that shit just don't make sense. You think you should have access, like, not cool. Now, if we was dating and shit like that, and I was like, well, we still stay together and cool, whatever, but I gotta have respect, or she gotta go to work or do whatever, I still gotta do shit for my child. That's what I have to do. But at this point, it's like, I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm not about to sit here at the end of the day and be like, oh, well, now I gotta move different because you feel like you should have more access to me now because I'm not with her. So now the conversation then continue, right? Now we sitting here talking about, so what you think is wrong with the car? I'm like, man, it's the alternator, whatever. I already changed the barrel. Let's go change out the battery type shit, right? So now she's sitting up here talking about, oh, well, they drove your car. She drove your truck. She drove your truck. Pink drove your truck. I'm sort of like, yeah, she drove my shit to go drop this other car off. Oh, well, what you think's wrong with it? What happened when she was driving it? I'm sort of like, man, stop running. So then automatically I'm in my head thinking like she about to play this game where she about to blame this shit on this girl. I ain't even giving a fuck about if it got something to do with her, I could fix it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, she was driving right behind me. There's nothing that she could have did driving behind me. 4 blocks. You hear me? And that's her in the background saying it. You hear me? Like, that's literally her doing me a favor at this point. Like, hey, drive this behind me. We gonna go to the store or something. I'll drop you off, or whatever's gonna happen tonight. We ain't gonna stress it. We gonna keep 100. Nah. Then after that, oh, well, what you think it is? Now I'm sitting up here talking about, man, it might be the alternator, it might be the battery. Like I said, switching it out today, right? Switching out. This is the whole conversation, right? So yeah, I thought y'all was all right. I thought everything was going good. You put the alternator on last night again. I'm thinking like, you shouldn't think nothing's okay because I had to put another alternator on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm literally at this point, like, my mental health is like crumbling and deteriorating. I'm like, damn, like, basically we had a conversation about what's going on in my house. And I'm not no shy person about it. It's just like that's the weirdest thing is I know what's going on at my house type shit. You know what I mean? Like, so for somebody to tell me what I should be thinking or doing about the whole situation, right? Cause now I just got back into thinking about what was said too, right? So, and I don't know if anybody can relate, but has anybody ever went through a breakup where y'all still stayed together for a little bit? Like, has anybody ever done that? Like, y'all ever went through some shit where maybe y'all is cool enough to where y'all can sit in the house together still and everything be okay? But to the people that can't, like, have you ever been caught up to where you regret going home? You ever went to your job and just didn't want to go home? You ever sat in the parking lot of your job longer than you supposed to because you didn't want to go home? I was like that for the longest. Until I just was like, I gotta grow up and just like, nigga, I'm done. Like, I can't keep hiding in a fucking parking lot or hiding at work. Or then when I'm around other people, I gotta keep reassuring them that, oh, we ain't together. I ain't worried about what she talking about. I just don't want to go home or whatever the case is. Cause you know what I'm talking about? Like, I used to do shit like that. But now it's like to talk to other people about it and then to sit here and I gotta, you know what I mean? Basically, I gotta keep a slimy ass like appearance about it. Like, yeah, fuck her. But in reality, my feelings ain't yeah, fuck her. Like, that feeling died. Like, maybe like 5 years ago. Now it's just like, oh, we ain't together. I'm not happy. She ain't happy. I'm not about to force somebody to be in a relationship with me that ain't happy with me. Like that's fucked up. So then she had to give me examples of when her and my father was together, right? Now this is what killed me with the shit, right? This will kill me. She sat here and was like, yeah, basically like talking about like how bad shit was when they was together, right? I'm like, cool. Like, I understand, like, you give me an example, but what is the point of the story, right? Gave me the whole like, yeah, they was just trying to take me down, do this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm trying to avoid the person taking me down. Like, my life is starting to, you know what I mean? I'm starting to get older and I'm starting to accomplish more. I ain't feeling, you know what I mean, the same push or whatever I was feeling. So I'm like, shit, you know what I mean? Maybe something wrong. I ain't about to, like I said, I ain't about to keep beating on that shit, man. Like, I ain't about to, like, it just don't sound or feel good. You know what I mean? Like, so then the conversation was getting more like fuckish because I was like telling her like I ain't really worried about what's going on. I'm worried about my car, going to work, paying my bills. And she talking about, well, you know, if, how she said, oh, if, basically like if I was a crash dummy, right? Everything would have been forgiven yesterday. And I feel like a lot of people felt like since I still coexist with her and we still not at each other's necks, like it's supposed to be like that. It's never supposed to be like that. Especially if you already said you love this person. If you got that much love for that person or you love them at one point, you shouldn't be at their neck once y'all have a disagreement or y'all gotta go y'all ways. Like, that's not how it's supposed to be. I'm sorry. Like, if we ain't cool, we just ain't cool. Like, me and her, it's a her. You hear me? Like, it's like not like two dudes that's on the streets. Like, we ain't into it beefing. Like, we don't have to argue and pull weapons on each other type thing. Like, when I go home, yeah, we might have a little disagreement, stuff like that, but always I gotta yell, throw shit around, slam shit around. We gotta wrestle with each other, slam each other around. I ain't about to do that with no woman. So if you in a relationship with a woman where y'all gotta go home and slam each other around for a little bit and figure out whenever y'all get tired is all good, I don't want to do that. I don't want no woman ever to try to size me up and talk about, oh, you small, you ain't that. I ain't gotta be no big full grown ass man and put my hands on you and I get the cops called on me. You know what I mean? Like it's make it make sense. You hear what I'm saying? Like, to the women out there, to y'all women that want that big ass dude, so when he pops you in your face and it hurt, like, is you gonna think about the little bitty dude that you just sit here and like, yeah, you're too small, you're a little bitty guy. That's that. I wasn't gonna try to wrestle you down to the ground or hit you. That motherfucker, he'd hit your ass like you a full grown ass man. I was just gonna laugh at you in your face when you try to put your hands on me. So, you know what I mean? I think about shit like that. So to the women, if some women see this shit, don't be trying to pick no big ass buff dude because you feel like he gonna protect you, but then later hit you in your shit or something. Like I don't want you to be caught up in that situation where you then grow on the parody of like this motherfucker gotta be big and bullshitish because at the end of the day, I'll be honest with y'all. I don't worry about nobody in real life. I don't care if they bigger than me. None of that shit. He said, "How's it going, bro? Any more news about the tattoo gun?" Shit. Basically, bro. Like anything else, try out different ones. Shit, if that one don't work or you don't like how it comes packaged or you got certain little stuff with it, like I learned that basically I have to have a C to C, um, a C to C charger, but I'm using my PlayStation 5 to charge my pack up right now. You know what I mean? And then first go ain't got no covering case, it ain't got no case, carrying case, so you have to purchase that for yourself. Um it when it loses a charge, it ain't gonna tattoo as good. It might miss spaces. You might have to go over it later. You might have to buy like 2 or 3 packs. You know what I mean? Have 2 or 3 of them on deck just to finish tattoo. But as far as that go, oh well, she said it only stayed charged for like half an hour or something like that. So at the end of the day, like that's what you gotta be aware of. Like either upgrade, get more packs, or just try different ones. Use that if they ain't a certain one. Like that one is cool and shit for like a beginning pen and stuff like that, but I like to work with it more just to see how I do. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Like the tattoo I did, it stayed on my skin. You know what I mean? It's just at the end of the day, it's like it's just some. He said, so it's cool to practice. Yeah, it's cool to practice with, I guess. You know what I mean? I just switched up because I got tired of like chords and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I just the cleanup is too much, especially when you go to somebody's house or you got it at a shop. You got to keep going behind people, make sure your stuff's still up there and it's all good. And you know what I mean? With that, all you gotta do is swipe him down with the little cleanser, the little germicide or whatever, and throw your disposable stuff away. So that's really why I switched to a pen. You know what I mean? And but yeah, but yeah, so this it was like, and even with that, like I tried to. I'm glad you tried to change the conversation. I'm glad you did that. But like I tried to do stuff like that earlier, and like the conversation I was having, it was just like not about to. It wasn't going down. Like I just. Oh, so back to the part of the story where you wanted to hear this, right, Eli? So now after we talked about that, and I'm trying to tell her my mental stability on the whole situation about I know what we doing and what we got going on type shit. This motherfucker was like, so what you gonna do now? I'm thinking in my head, like she talking about what I'm gonna do now, like shit, like I lost everything because my car won't start type shit. So I'm like, that felt cringy. Like, damn. She just had a conversation like me and her supposed to be all good. Thought we didn't have sex, y'all. This motherfucker literally hit me at the class like, I thought y'all had sex or something and just was cool again. It was cringy. So the whole ride, I'm in that motherfucker like this, like, ugh. Like like we out at this stage again. Like we gonna make up, act like ain't shit wrong, and like we ain't gonna talk about shit. Like okay, so go to what's up? He said, "What's your favorite tattoo?" My favorite tattoo. I'll be honest with you. One of my favorite tattoo is the tattoo on my leg. My daughter did the tattoo when she was 8 years old. It was an anchor, basically like basically letting me know what keeps me grounded type thing. You know what I mean? So that's really my favorite one for real, for real. But yeah, we get up in the store, right? Or we get to the store. I was like, yeah, I gotta take this up in here, right? Dude didn't know how to test the alternator, even though I just swapped it out last night, right? He tested it, failed, whatever, gave me some excuse like, oh, yeah, 8 years old. So he was like, he's like, oh, our battery, our battery. Matter of fact, I'll show you what the tattoo look like. Like I didn't let her color it in because you know what I mean, at that age she's 8, so you gotta realize like as good as it came out, I was happy with just being like that. But yeah, so we get up in that motherfucking dude was like, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it or what's wrong with this tester, right? This motherfucker, he didn't told me to go to another store. Oh, they voided the warranty too. They tried to take the dude basically messed it up where the warranty ain't no good. He said, hold on. He said, do you have a tattoo with your mom on it? Nope. Let me explain that too. So I like the questions. Look, I learned as a person that tattoos, you should never tattoo people's names on you unless they're your children or your parents, right? My mother didn't want me to have tattoos, right? I went without tattoos almost to the age of 22 years old to the point I was like, fuck it. I pierced my ears. I pierced my ears when I was staying with her when I was a teenager. She made me take the earrings out of my ears. The earrings came up missing by chance. They came up missing later on. So I ended up piercing my ears again after I moved out. And then she had the whole little thing like, oh, I'm just mutilating my body and shit, right? Like even this, I have piercings all the way up here to the top of my ear. And now it's like, I don't even care. I don't stay with her. I'm about to go ahead and do this shit. The first time I showed her that I got a tattoo, right? It was my own name. I was like, so I'm thinking about getting more tattoos. She was looked at me, automatically was like, don't get my name tattooed on you. Sitting up here like, is you good? Like, why? I don't want you. I don't want people to tattoo my name on them. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting up here like, is this something you trying to tell me? Like, is we into it or some shit? Like, what I don't know. Like, is we on that type of time or what? So no, I don't have any tattoos of her name or none of that shit. You know what I mean? Like respectful wishes. Like you don't want your name tattooed on me. Cool. Like I don't want your name tattooed on me neither. You used to whoop me and shit when I was a kid and treat me weird and shit when my dad made you mad. Like no, nigga, I'm not about to get your name tattooed on me. Shit. Like I'm happy for you that you said that. But yeah, I do have my wife's name tattooed on me, even though we ain't together. Yeah, I do have my kid's name tattooed on me. Yeah, I do have shit like that tattooed on me. But other than that, no, I don't have my mother's name on me because that's what she wishes. So all her newest shit was don't tattoo my face. He said, sorry for a lot of questions, but what's your favorite snack as a kid? What is my favorite snack as a kid? Look, this shit was about to get real inappropriate real fast in this motherfucker. Look, you see how my face shifted when he said that? I was like, what's my favorite kid as a kid? Like, shit.
What age frame?
Oh, yeah, you gotta put age with that. But no, look. So, look. Pizza, I guess.
I didn't go set. That's why I said you go back to live.
I'm weak. So look, I'm fucking weak. Look, we both over here laughing.
I can't stop.
Look, so at the end of the day, so we get up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all about this, right? My mother is a Karen, y'all. Karens ain't always white. They ain't old, they ain't white, they ain't wearing mega hats. They can have baby daddies and be a strong black woman. They could be that. They still could be in a different form. You know what I mean? So I had took my battery back before I took the alternator back here, right? And I got the battery from Walmart. Here they go. They want to sit here, ask me a whole bunch of like, oh, you got a warranty? I'm like, yeah, I got a warranty. Oh, let's charge. I'm like, you ain't got to charge, it don't work. Like I got tools that tell me this shit don't work. Oh well, let's try it again. I'm like, bro, don't charge that shit. Y'all gonna mess y'all own shit up type thing. So this dude literally, anyways, tested it. I went, sat in the car with her. Now my mental stability is decreasing, y'all. Let me tell y'all why. Now we sitting here talking about the whole thing at home, right? I'm telling y'all, me and her right now sitting in the same room right now, laughing together, right? My mother don't think we supposed to be sitting here laughing and chilling and coexisting together, and a lot of people think that too. So she said something about, oh, so what you gonna do when you go home? Is you gonna stay home? I bet if you get it to work, you just gonna leave and go somewhere. I'm like, if my car get up and start, I'm not go to work. Like I'm not about to go nowhere where nobody else is. Like I missed out on money. I ain't got time for this. So she turned around and said the whole little time is money shit, right? This is the first time I realized in my life that when people said time is money, they did not know what they was talking about. I value time for myself and my child or just for stuff I can accomplish, right? She was thinking like basically like how do I say it? Basically was like nitpicking, like asking certain questions, like, so when y'all talk about this, what do y'all be talking about? And this, that, and the third. I'm like, shit, we know what's going on at home. We good. We ain't happy with each other. We ain't happy. Blah, blah, blah. So boom. Now I'm like, let me go back up here now, because now it's wearing on me because I'm having a conversation about home life type shit, right? And I was like, man, I'm about to go in here and hope they say something ain't wrong with this battery. So they end up charging it like 2 times. They was like, oh, it's good. Go home, test it. Boom, it ain't no good. Go back up there. Boom. Hey, look, I just changed out my alternator last night. It's fresh. This battery is like almost however many year or days old for me. I know y'all shelf life is whatever, whatever, but boom, I got to change this out. They act like they wanted to go ahead and charge it again to see if it was any good again. So I'm like, man, go ahead. I go in the car. Here go my mom, y'all. She wanted to get her carrying on. She swiping her phone, talking about just call away 1-800 number. I'm like, what 1-800 number? Like, what is you talking about? Oh, call them on Walmart. Call 1-800 on Walmart. Them they'll give you this. I'm like, I'm not doing none of that because number one, that's why a lot of times people get treated bad at places, anywhere, garages, restaurants. When y'all go in there with a fucked up ass attitude, that's why your food or your service be messed up because you go in there with your little Karen ass attitude. You want to give people your life story about how like basically like she thought I was supposed to carry that hurt from home in there with these motherfuckers. Like if y'all don't charge my battery, give me another battery. I'm going through shit home. I gotta go to work. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sitting up there like, bro, if you can't do nothing with this motherfucker by 4, I gotta go to work. I gotta call in. Boom, we got handle like that. She is it an Everlast? You know you ain't gotta have no receipt to return it. I'm like, listen, it's a warranty. Let these people do whatever they gotta do for their warranty, right? So this is what she do. I'm gonna tell you what she did each place that made me feel uncomfortable as a man with my mother somewhere with me. When I went to go back in there and change the battery out and just tell him like straight up, like I need you to change this battery out. She went in there behind me, like she was stumping there behind me to do her carrying shit. I simply told her in front of people, do not do that while I'm trying to change out my battery. If I can go ahead and get out that way, like don't do that. And I recorded it. I'm gonna post the video. Now, after that's taken care of, went boom, went back home, stuck the battery in the truck. Put the tester on it. Boom, battery good. Wham, it ain't starting. It's rolling. Whoop, it ain't starting up. I'm like, all right, I need to go change out this alternator then. I need to go get this alternator tested. Do y'all know she came and got me after I took the alternator out, took me to O'Reilly's. I went in there. I was talking to a guy like, hey, bro, I got to see if this is good because I went to see if my battery is any good, whatever. I need to see if this could be charged or if it's a malfunction on it. I need to see something. She comes in there like I was taking too long. My mother's still wearing COVID masks. For what reason, I know why, but in return, I know why she's still wearing it. So it kind of bothers me that she's still wearing a COVID mask. I wear COVID masks still, you know what I mean? I wear shiesties, all that shit. But it's like when you going into a business and you gotta be precise with your shit and talk to people for real, take them goddamn COVID masks off. This is what she do. She went in the store, pulled the COVID mask over her face like this. I'm in the corner with the dude by the alternator tester, by the way. Like, he's ducked off in the corner. Like, if he was getting robbed, that's where somebody would have took him. She comes standing up behind me, put her COVID mask over her fucking face, and then pulled her hood up like this. And full out pulled it like this. Like, she didn't want nobody to know who the fuck she was. I'm sitting up here looking at her, the dude looking at her. We both back looking at her like, is you good? Literally, out her mouth, she said, I had to cover my face up. That's that, what the fuck did you have to cover your face up for? I'm like, bro, like, I just need this tested. Because now I'm embarrassed as hell because she came here, like, put her hood on like she was about to rob the store. I'm feeling like, oh, my God, like let me get up out of here. Like, let me hurry up. Now here she go. What they doing? They taking too long. I was like, ooh, no. Hey, let me go ahead and get that. Dude was like, hey, you got to take it to another store, get it tested there, right? So the person that returned the alternator last night when it was messed up took or voided the warranty out, basically, right? So then the people at the other right is like, yeah, you know, the person that returned it last night, they did a void. Nah, here she go. Full Karen mode, y'all. Now, once the girl explained to her, like, they removed the warranty off the alternator, it's supposed to be a lifetime warranty. She was like, no, run it back for me. Run it back for me. No. No, don't nobody got no $200 to be spending it. I'm sitting up here like, bro, let me go ahead and get that slip because now I'm embarrassed. Let me go ahead and get that slip so I can go to the other place now, please. Like, they sent us in the hood, right? This what she do. I ain't like this. She literally, and we used to stay on the side of town. Like, literally, we stayed in the hood. Me and my wife even stayed in the hood for the first few years we were married. Like, we stayed in the hood. Even where we stay at right now is still considered the hood. We go over there to the O'Reilly's over there. She's like, oh, this the hood. I don't come over here this way. I went to the laundromat right here, and they was getting ready to fight. I turned around, looked there like, ain't you black? Like, why did you go to a hood and then go to a fucking laundromat that's connected to a hood store and then you talking about they about to fight? It ain't right over here. Like, nigga, you come from over here. Talking over there where my aunt used to stay over there on Benjamin. Over there by the motherfucking liquor basket or whatever.
But what I'm saying is, why would she be at a laundromat if she has a washer and dryer?
Look.
Unless she's talking about like 20, 30 years ago.
Look,
it's not the same.
No, she talking about like not even a couple weeks ago. So I'm like, damn, like, what is you doing over here? Like, why would you even come over here? We get up, I go in the store. I'm like, let me get up out of here because you don't know you black no more. Let me get up in here and go get me an alternator. They had already called from another store. They was like, here's the other alternator. It's some black dude. He looked like he about 40, mid 45, damn near 50, pushing 50, right? My mama done seen the dude at the car. She done brought her goofy ass in the store. She stops at the store like the door like she had to fix herself. Like, did this all up in the window like. I turned, looked at her when she did that. Like, no, she ain't. I turned, looked at this nigga. He up here cheesing. Like, ooh. Man, these niggas down there 50. You hear me? These niggas down there 50. Nigga, I'm in the store looking at these niggas like this. Like, man, give me my alternator. And this is, swear to God, my mama. Swear to God, this is what I said. Hey, give me that alternator. That's what I came here for. Whatever y'all got going on, I don't even want to know. This nigga was like, That's boss lady. I was like, no, nigga, that's my mama. That ain't my girl. That's my mama. Whatever y'all got going on, I don't want to know. I walked up out the stove. She literally like did the little stutter step like she was embarrassed. I had to bust her out like, nigga, that's my mama. And like look like now, like basically made to look like I was about to do some bullshit, but now I can't do it because you basically exposed me like, nigga, that's my mama, nigga, cut that shit out. I'm in the car now. I'm embarrassed now. My mama went full out Karen, went on the hood, making googly eyes. I'm gonna tell y'all to that motherfucker the other day that got mad about some shit, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have good impulse control. So I want whoever to fucking know that right now. I don't have good impulse control. So if I get to dating another woman or I'm talking to this or a woman and we get to conversating and she get talking about some bullshit and then the next day or whenever the fuck it is, she up in somebody else's face, I'm gonna ask them straight up, direct, like, is you fucking with them? Let me know. It ain't to hurt nobody's feelings and call them no hoe or nothing. It's just like, hey, let me know that way I ain't wasting my time fucking around with you. And I'm already in a tough spot anyways. Like, don't be sitting here trying to act like I'm disrespecting you by asking you some real shit being direct. Because in reality, I feel like people ain't being direct all the time. So that's where I'm gonna leave that at. But I'm telling y'all, that shit had me on edge because I'm like, damn, like, did you really just like you carried it out and then you had to talk to me about like what's going on at my house and how the fuck did they have a crown? How they was just moving? How did they even have a crown? See, I'm watching her play Fortnite, y'all. This is crazy.
No sound.
With no sound. So, but my thing was though, y'all, like when you in a bad relationship or the relationship is over with, yes, you do have pleasant memories of the person or with that person and stuff like that. Sometimes you're not gonna be at their fucking neck every time. I just at this point, if we are at each other's neck right now, or whatever the case is, I really am in the mind frame where I just don't care. Like I'm not going to stress it like I care. I'm not gonna make it seem like I care because what it does is it turns the next person off mentally for me, like this nigga and his girl messy, and they gonna still be doing the same shit. In reality, I ain't trying to do it. So I'm not about to sit here and be trying to validate for the next motherfucker whether we at each other's necks and try to downplay her. Like right now, y'all ain't hear me say nothing bad about her. So no, not on no social media. No, I'm not gonna say nothing bad to her. But person to person, if we into it, yeah, I'm gonna say exactly what the fuck I feel at that moment. I ain't about to be on social media trying to prove a point or you sending me a picture of you and talking about, oh, you only want to post me on your shit. That's that. Let's think about this, right? I took me about how many years to gain my platform from all of these random videos, streams. So now what you mean to tell me is I have to take up time and post some new person that probably might not even stick around for me, post them on my social media, glorify them, bash the other one, glorify them, and then once this one's gone, I have to listen to the other one talking about, oh, that bitch did not last, did she? You know what I'm talking about?
That lasted 16 years.
You see what she just said? Listen to her. Say it again.
I'd been like, damn, at least I lasted 16 years. This bitch couldn't even last 16 days or 16 weeks. 16 minutes. But she wanted that 15 minutes fame. Not for your shit.
So look, that's the mentality in this motherfucker. Yeah, we're grown-ups. No, we haven't got along for years. So this is the outcome. No, I'm not about to be at her neck. That died years ago. That died years ago. So that's all I'm about to say. Like, on some real shit. Like, I just, at this point, I don't know what else to say or do for the next person to feel comfortable with what my living situation is. Like,
Why would you have to make somebody else feel comfortable. They don't live.
But that's what I'm just saying though. Like, if me and you both know, why do I have to go further by degrading you or telling?
Because they're mad that you ain't living with them paying their bills. But really, you're not living here paying my bills. We co-pay and shit. But you're here, you're paying bills for your child. You ain't gonna go live with another chick and pay her bills for her kids. That ain't yours. That's weird.
This motherfucker said Jazz Jennings is a beautiful gender fluid being. Said no one in particular. So sad, too bad.
What was I even talking about?
I don't fucking know. We gonna figure something out though. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. Then I usually have a whole bunch of monitors, whole bunch of mods and stuff laying around. And that's another thing too with YouTube. You ain't gonna have your mods always laying around lurking for whatever's going on. But I like to do that myself because it's refreshing a lot of times because it's like, damn, what is these motherfuckers really on? Type shit. You hear me? And then it kind of is different and weird because you be thinking in your head like these motherfuckers that do weird shit, they be grown ass men or something. Like that ain't you being no grown man for real. So wow, that's an old ass account. So that's somebody that's around here just saying some weird shit. Okay, so look, like I said, at the end of the day, whoever they talking about, I don't know who the fuck they talking about, but like I said, I ain't about to. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing bad to say. Let's put it like that. I ain't got nothing bad to say about this lady. I ain't about to sit here and say nothing bad about her. But if people know me and her, it's like it's just that. It's the problem between me and her not being able to coexist and be able to agree or communicate the right way. And this is what it is. Now we have understanding like we're not at each other's throat. And I'm happy with that. But for the next person, they feel like I'm supposed to be at her shit though. And I ain't about to be. That's how these grown ass men catch cases. Y'all better think about that, ladies. When y'all sitting up here acting like men is supposed to be harmful, hateful to other women because they're not you, that's not how shit's supposed to go. Like, so basically what you telling me is at the end of the day, once me and you ain't together, I'm supposed to be a harmful motherfucker, abusive and disrespectful to you. Cause it's like, what is it supposed to be? But that's just me. That's just me talking out loud though. I just wanted to let y'all know where my stress level was with it. And I just, at the end of the day, I just hope I didn't trigger nobody, make nobody even more mad than what they already probably is at me. But I need a lot of people to understand, like, just because I'm not acting hateful with the person at my house, it does not mean that you sit here and discredit her or me. Because at the end of the day, I still have to be at the point where I can coexist with her. We have kids together. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not about to like this ain't no jump off type shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like you do that shit with jump offs and randos and shit. That is what it is. That's all I want to say. I want to get my stress level down, whatever. That's it. Shit. I just at this point, I don't agree with people that feel like once you fall out of love with somebody or y'all ain't where y'all supposed to be at no more, you supposed to be at their neck. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's somebody's people's for real. You don't want nobody to treat you your people's like that. So let's keep it 100, y'all. Y'all gotta learn. Men, like keep y'all hands y'all fucking selves. If y'all want that woman, if you love that woman, treat that woman like she everything to you. Not no main, not no side, everything. But keep yourself together. Keep yourself together for yourself. Don't be sitting here acting like she everything. Don't let her run you over. Don't let her disrespect you, and then you get mad and you put your hands on her. Don't do that. To these women, stop discrediting these men, telling these men ain't nothing to they face, but they went out, worked for you, probably committed a crime over you, and now you all doing all this extra shit, investigating them, and they gotta put effort on extra shit. You know what I mean? Like I can't explain that, express it enough, y'all. Shit, stop disrespecting these grown ass men and trying to size them up, putting your hands on them. Stop acting like, oh, he cheated on me, I might go cheat on him. Stop doing that, y'all. Stop cheating on each other and then be thinking it's cool to stay with each other. You gonna be cheating, and then you let the next motherfucker know you gonna cheat, and then you gonna sit here and be looking crazy. That's what I said. We know what we got going on over here, but to the next motherfucker at their household, if you don't know that y'all is not together and you gotta go around it and shit and act like you don't know that y'all ain't together, or they act like they don't know they ain't with y'all or y'all doing whatever, that's that you were in a bad situation that don't make sense. Shit, my mother kicked me. She kicked me hard with that shit because I feel like I've been getting that all week though. Like every woman or my mother just around me like, yeah, y'all still up in there together. Ugh. Like,
Where's like people at?
hide her from your ass. Look, she trying to socialize. She mad talking about where the fuck where they at.
I'm not trying to socialize. I'm trying to figure out where they at.
Nigga that jumped over your head. He right above you. Ooh, where they going? They about to go out in the open. They about to get slayed. I would just keep my own and wait for somebody to shoot at his ass.
I have to go out there.
Yep, there to go the other one. Shit, there you go. Whack they ass in the head. Yep. And as soon as that motherfucker jump out, whoop, yep. What is he shooting at? What is that nigga shooting at? That nigga went in here. He about to die. She got this whole game. There you go. Didn't you pick up somebody's crown too? Oh yeah, you got down on food.
With no sound.
With no sound. I don't like playing without sound, but
I don't like playing with no sound either. I just didn't want you to get copyrighted like I did.
But yeah, I'm about to go ahead. I'm about to get on somewhere, y'all. I ain't gonna flex. I'm about to get on somewhere. I ain't gonna.
No, you just seen the victory. You want to jump on that bitch. You know it. So yeah.